Hello friends, this is Sharmi with the Amateur Gardener. We'll be doing a couple of little things today. One is we will be fertilizing our onions and garlic, and I'll show you how I'm doing it this year. And I've been reading about it a little bit, and it seems like onions and garlic, these are like very heavy feeders, and they need to be fertilized every week or at least every 2 weeks for a decent production. We planted ours in like November, December time frame, and we haven't fertilized much, honestly, but I did plant them in a lot of compost, so a lot of organic matter. So hopefully that'll help. And then right now they're on a regular watering schedule. And also we do some supplemental watering. They are very needy plants. But once we get the production of like nice bulbs of garlic, it is all worth it. Okay, so I'll show you how we do it. So this is what I typically use. Let me show it to you. So this is what I'll be using this time. It's a 10-10 fertilizer, so like a 10-10-10, by which I mean like the nitrogen, the phos, and the potassium are all 10. So I'll be using that to fertilize. It says it's for like all-purpose, all vegetables. Read some reviews that this is supposed to be good for onions and garlic. So I'm going to use this, and the way I would use it is mix like 1 ounce of it in 1 gallon of water. So that's the ratio. So I have my container is like 2 gallons, so I'll be using 2 ounces. And it has a nice measuring cup right here, which holds like 30 ml, which is like 1 ounce. And then I am going to be planting my overgrown cauliflower and some hollyhock. I need space here on this table where I harden my seedlings, and something has to go for the tomatoes and the eggplants and the chilies to peppers to come out. Okay, so let's get going. So here are 6 beds. I have 3 different varieties of onions here. I think it's red, yellow, and white. I think it's Texas grano, some other varieties. But anyway, so here these were planted in like November of last year, and I will be using this liquid fertilizer to go through all the plants, and I typically end up using filling up this can about 2 times to cover this entire space. One thing to note is the beds are approximately about 2.5 feet by 3.5 feet. Here we have 2 L-shaped beds. These are fairly large beds. They are 6 by 3 on each arm of the bed, and there are 2 of them. So I have garlic planted all over one of these L-shaped, and about 3/4 of the other bed as well. And I have interplanted it with cabbage, and the cabbage are doing very well. I have very little problems with these cabbage, and I had read somewhere that co-planting of garlic and brassica are good for both plants. I have 5 different varieties of garlic. I believe all of them came from Eden Brothers. I can put the names online, but the reason I keep track of the different varieties is because I want to see which one has better production, because if one variety doesn't have good production, then I will not be planting that variety next year. In these beds, in addition to co-planting with cabbage, I have also co-planted with cauliflower in certain spaces. Though I planted the cauliflower a little bit later than the cabbage. I think I did it in like early January, so it does have some catching up to do. But hopefully I will get some cauliflower at the end. And since I'm fertilizing my onions, garlic, and brassicas, I have a few other things growing, and I'll be fertilizing those too. For instance, my spinach and my carrots. This is to give you a view of how the layout of my garden beds look like, especially the vegetable garden beds. The two L-shaped beds are visible here, and then you can see a long row of beds that have various plants. Right now they have one has carrots, one has strawberries, one has spinach, but then over the summer the spinach and the carrots will be replaced with like tomatoes or peppers. But I also have another set of beds along the back wall, which right now have potatoes in them. They are all from Birdies. It's an Australian company. I typically like their beds. So if you can see along the back wall, that long row of beds are those. I think I have like 4 of them. And then beyond it is my boxwood hedge on the other side of the pool behind the shed, and I do plant quite a bit of things there. We have a lot of cattle panels, a lot of other trellises that we have built, and we put like different kinds of gourds, beans, a lot of other things, lima beans, a lot of other things that we grow there. You can see some of the structures there. They are bare now during this time of the year, but in summer they'll be all completely full. Hopefully you like this video, and hopefully I gave you some encouragement to go get out into your garden and do something for yourself. If you did, please hit a like and do subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video.